So someone did a spell on me for me not to be myself. And they said it the moment I started to wonder why I couldn't think on the normal levels that I usually think on. You know what I'm saying? Higher levels. I usually think I see a lot more than what I see in this house. Ever since I moved to this house, a lot of my enemies that united, they started to focus in on me here. Because imagine if a lot of your enemies know where you live, all they got to do, well, I mean, in the satanic field, you know what I'm saying? All they got to do is focus on you. Like, it's like telepathy, how telepathy works. If you want to talk to me, you think about me and then talk with your mind, with your mental voice, your reading voice. And then I might hear you, I might not. It depends if I'm busy or not, or if it's important or not, if I want to hear it or not. You see, things like that. Well, Satanism works sort of like that too. They focus on the victim, on whoever they're focusing, their target, whoever they want to direct their negative energy. And in my case, they focus on how it feels. So like they react based on how I feel. So if I feel a certain, like, they don't want me to, feel positive, feel like full of energy, confident, relaxed, that yeah, sensation, like yeah, I'm relaxed, I feel good. They don't want me to feel like that. That's one of the things they don't want me to do. And like I said, they try not to let me, or they try to keep me from thinking on higher levels. You see what I'm saying? Like I usually would do. So they go and place negative spells, spoken spells, or spells based on energy, negative energy, because they're about the negativity. They're on the negative side, and I'm on the positive side. So they focus their negative energy or words at me, pretty much like I said, they focus on how I feel. And whenever I go and start to feel good, like they have what you call it, like reminders or notifications and shit, like spiritual stuff that let them know, yo, he's about to feel this way, and they start to react like automatically sometimes. So when I feel good, and when I go to my normal self, my higher thinking and all of that, they go and they know, like Satanists, as stupid and dumb as you think they should be, they like to know. They like to know, or like I'm gonna put me as an example. They like to know about me, focus on me. So their lives partly revolves around me. They're focused on certain things, and they, like I said before, they create weapons, imaginary weapons, spoken weapons into existence, or spoken devices into existence. And they go like they'll create a computer or a spiritual system, and then say certain things, like if Julio ever feels like this, you automatically let me know, or you do this, or you do that, or or you put confusion over here, and then when he gets there, and then put it into reverse, and they'll say things like that, and the spirits that they command literally would do exactly what they ask them to do. Literally, we could do that too. Us on the positive side, we don't do it the way they do it for negative reasons and stuff like that. They want to stop me because I post such a huge threat to their negative satanic side. Satan is about being there and not letting people know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Being in the open and not telling, knowing but not telling what they're really about, their true intentions. You see what I mean? I'm on the side of truth, positivity. So I don't mind if people know what I'm doing. The problem with that is that Satanists couldn't know what I'm doing. You see what I mean? And that's the thing about good people. that good people don't usually worry about what the bad people are doing because we have respect. You see what I mean? Respect, we respect privacy and stuff. Satanists don't respect any of that shit. Privacy, you taking a shit, you pissing, jerking off, whatever the fuck you doing, they want to know so that they could keep track of your energies. So like I said, you know what I'm saying, if you go if I went to go masturbate, this is an example, masturbation, they literally have a protocol for that. Literally. And they react like if because after you masturbate, have sex, you feel down, you're low in energy, and they use that like if they could drag you more down. Not you, with me in my example, they want to drag me more down, keep me down as long as possible, and try to make me feel inferior. You see what I mean? Then they come like if they're on a horse and shining on shining armor on a horse, knight on shining on like a knight on with shining armor on a horse, high, you know what I'm saying? Like if they're really like if they could do whatever they want with me. You see what I mean? So Satanists, like they're waging a satanic attack on me, a war on me, and I'm not even fighting back. Right? I was fighting back, but since it's so many of them focusing on me and trying to keep me from being myself and stuff like that, what I'm doing is I'm letting them come so I could expose them to you. So the positive side, we could unite and go against them because they're united against the positive siders. You see what I mean? The good people that don't do the type of shit they do. They're united in negativity against the good. And the good need to unite against the bad and take them all out. That's the way it's supposed to be. They don't want good people to unite and take them all out. They can't even handle me by myself. So imagine all of us united, the positive side. It's going to be an onslaught. There's going to be a slaughter. You know what I'm saying? Massacre. And it needs to happen. So the bad politicians, the negative politicians, all of those controlled puppets or individuals on the negative side, like I said, they're not all like structured. Not all of them are like, being used and put to work against me or against everyone, but they do it on like a need to use basis. Like if they need to use someone that's around someone they need to get, that they want to get to, they may go and recruit them. And the way it works for Satanists is they like to use each other, or they have it backwards. Like you would think they'll be lying to each other, and it does work like that somewhat. Like they'll be lying to each other somewhat and stuff like that. But they do tell each other the truth. So to them, the negative siders, some of them they tell each other the truth. They run information by each other and stuff, like how to target me and stuff. So I go to like Chipotle and stuff like that, and there would be like before I get there, they would already know that I'm going there. So they go and focus on what I'm about to do and how I feel, what I'm about to do, what I'm thinking, what I want to do. Or he's going to Chipotle, so they go there before I go there and start doing like their recon missions and stuff like that. Start seeing who's there on their side, telling them about me, or trying to program whoever they could in there to react a certain way with me when I get there. You see what I mean? It's like when someone's doing some shady shit to you, maybe a Satanist or whatever, a devil worshiper, Luciferian, whatever the fuck they are, right? They doing some shady shit, and when you catch them, or you catch a wind of it, like, this motherfucker's doing some negative shit at me. He's hating on me, or he's saying shit behind my back, or some satanic shit, right? That us positive siders usually wouldn't do. And you're about to go and confront them. Before you go and confront them, sometimes they get ready. Sometimes, some of them get ready for the confrontation before you even get there. So before you even go to their face and confront them and tell them to their face, sometimes they prepare for that. now that he's not gonna be able to say it the way he wants. He's not gonna be able to fight. He's not gonna, they say things in order to try to make it come true. If you're strong enough, it doesn't matter what they say. When you go there, you beat their ass or whatever the fuck you gonna do, you do it. So it doesn't work on everyone. Their words don't work on everyone. Now, if you have a weakness or a, like in my case, I have a back problem, and I have a pinched nerve, and the nerve is connected to the nervous system, and that's how we feel ourselves in here in our human bodies. You see what I'm saying? So like my pain is different. So like I have a pain, you know what I'm saying? So they would use that to try to like work through it. And they've been speaking negativity to the pain on my back. They were speaking negativity to the pain on my back. I've been working out and stuff, so I've been feeling good now. You see what I mean? So you see how it all works now. So they were speaking negativity to my back so I don't recover and I feel good and I could defend myself. They want to be able to abuse with impunity and not let whoever they're targeting fight back. And it does sound like a good idea, but not when it's bad against good. You see what I mean? Because those Satanists, they've been there doing like, oh my, if you knew all the shit they've done, you want to kill them. Trust me, you would want to go and eliminate each one of them. No ifs or buts, no excuses. It's just, gather the troops, as many as you can, or go yourself and go to town on whoever you find out there that you may think is one of them or whatever. Anyways, so yeah, sometimes when you're about to go and confront one of them, they use the knowing. They like to know, and they get a wind of it, like, oh, he's about to go, and they start to prepare. Sometimes they try or say certain things, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, Satanists are united. Some of them know, some of them don't know. They just independent, or they independent until they're needed or whatever. You see what I mean? So it depends on the case. Now, good people tend to be free. That we like our freedom or our privacy. We like to enjoy ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Do positive things, whatever. And that's a problem in a society where Satanists are there and they hold some positions of power, like the president. The presidents are usually Satanists. They're automatically recruited into Freemasonry. Freemasons is the umbrella society for all Satanists. You see what I mean? So they go and recruit the president, the Secret Service. Come on, think about it. Secret Service, secret. See what I mean? I gotta quote unquote it because they're not there's no secrets in life. Anyways, so that right there, that department of the government structure should let you know a lot, that they work in secret. The Federal Reserve, the Feds, the CIA, FBI, the Feds, they're a terrorist organization, and they're based on Satanism too. How much do you know about them? I mean, we know that they're terrorists, they're bad. A lot of people call them the devil because they are part of the devil's network. You see what I mean? They go and defraud good people, or whoever is about to expose them, whoever's exposing them. Whenever there's a movement growing against the feds, they go and infiltrate it, which is part of what the devil does, infiltration, and try to destroy it from within, like the Occupy Wall Street movement. A lot of you that never even heard of it, because the news, they went and used the news to make them look like a bunch of drug addicts and a bunch of kooks, crazies, conspiracy theorists that were just marching or doing drugs out there in Wall Street. And in case you didn't know, the Occupy Wall Street movement was a movement against the feds, the terrorists in this country. So yeah, so Freemasons went and recruited a lot of different individuals in a lot of different positions of power in this country. So the government structure has a lot of Satanists in it, a lot of Masons or individuals associated to Masons, where they're just taking orders, or they're directly linked to a society that's linked to them, or directly linked to a Freemason lodge, which a lodge is a clubhouse for Freemasons where they meet up and stuff. They usually meet up through spirit, like they go there spiritually and meet up there or stuff like that, or they'll talk to each other mentally, telepathically, and stuff like that. You see what I mean? So now you're catching now you're seeing the overall picture of what's going on, of the satanic network that's in this country. They're working together but separately from wherever, points of view they are, from wherever the fuck they at. But they working together. So they're working together but separately but together. You see what I mean? Together towards the same goal, to try to enslave humanity, to bring about the Illuminati society, the control system, the enslavement system. They're working towards enslavement, and the money system is one of their tools. That's one of their weapons to enslave people. Because if you need money in a system, if money is important in a system and you need it, then they can control you through your lack of money, through money. You know what I'm saying? How many people you think keep quiet? They don't want to talk about the feds because they know that the feds will target them. You see what I mean? The moment I start talking about Freemasons, they know that I'm talking about them. You see what I mean? So they already know that I'm talking about, or they may get a notification, a spiritual notification that I'm talking about. Right now, they just caught a wind. You see, they're right there. You saw it right there. They just got all disrupted and they're like, oh shit, he knows. You see what I mean? Right now, because of course, the moment I talk about the enemy, if they have these kind of spiritual knowledge and comprehensions and stuff like that, information, of course they're gonna use it for bad. So we got to get rid of them. We got to get rid of all the Satanists, all the Freemasons, all the associated fraternities and parties that are associated. Each one of them, they all got to go. All the positive people, we have to unite and create some kind of like Jedi Council. But instead of the Jedi Council, it's like a unity for good people against occultic individuals. And we got to take them all out, regardless of what laws is out there, regardless of what the cops say, regardless of anything out there that goes against violence. We need to take them out because they want to enslave all of us. They want to assassinate people like the feds have done, like Satanists have used their knowledge to assassinate or kill certain good people or whatever and get away with it. We can't allow that to happen anymore. We can't allow them, the enemy, to remain, to be there, acting like they're normal and not doing what they're doing, their bad shit, and still be there like nothing's gonna happen to them. Nah, we can't allow them. We cannot allow them to remain, to be there amongst us. They can't exist amongst us. We gotta eliminate the satanic side, the negative side. We have to, they all gotta go. We have to eliminate all of them. Even right now, as I'm speaking and you're watching this video, they may have, how many of them? Like 500, I see. You see what I mean? That's the number I got before I even asked. Like 500 and something right now watching, spying on me, hearing me. You see what I mean? And right there you saw the images right now of some of them trying, you see what I mean? You seen it right now. You gotta rely on what you know, on the truth, how it feels, more than what you see, more than physical evidence. Because what you feel will not fail you. What you see sometimes may fail you. Someone could act, but then again, the truth is, you could see the truth. I could see when someone is good or bad. You see what I mean? Some things are obvious. You can't miss it. Anyways, the enemy's out there and we got to take them out. We got to eliminate all of them. I know who the top Satanists are already. I have a list that I came up with. And they're out there. George Bush is one of them. Obama is one of them. David Samadine is one of them. That's someone I used to know. Tobias Rivera, Nicholas Rivera, Nitty Styles. His sister, his mom, his dad. My mom too is in the list too. She's bad too. My mom. So yeah, a lot of some of my family members, they're bad too. They're in the list too. They're Satanists. They don't want peace. They want war. But they want war against good people who don't know any better. You see what I mean? They wanna fight. They want to create a war and not let the other side know that there's a war so they can have all their advantages. You see what I mean? Like I told you before, they want to know and they want to be able to cast spells and do things and not let whoever they're directing their negative energy know what they're doing so that they could keep getting away with it. Some real pussy shit. I mean pussy shit. I mean pussy. Cowardly. It makes sense for them, but not for me. When it's the good side eliminating the bad side, that's actually a good thing. So don't think that eliminating someone is bad, that killing is bad. It's not always bad. If they're bad, if they deserve to go, they need to go. It has to be done. Whether you're too good, respectful, honest, loving, you have to put that aside and do what's right, what's needed to be done. Because if you don't do it, you're helping the enemy. Now you're in a different zone. If you know it needs to be done or it has to be done and you don't want to do it, you're in a different place now. You need to either grow the confidence, generate the confidence or whatever it is that you need to do to get it done. It has to be done. It can't be avoided. I'm the messenger of truth. If I go out there eliminating them, I could get away with it, but I'd rather do it this way so I don't sneak around doing it. I want to do it in the open. I want all of us to get rid of all of them in the open because they deserve it. They need to be gotten rid of. They need to be punished, and that can't be avoided. That is the way it is. It is the way it has to be. You see the little inconsistency in my speech? That's part of what they've done to me. And like I told you from the beginning, they were casting spells for me not to be myself, even though I'm still myself, but they're there hoping that their spells work on me. Sometimes I go to think about certain things and I feel like my mind is blocked. Like if there's a wall of confusion or so much confusion that my mind can't think out, through it. Sometimes it feels like that. And it's not like they're successful at it. The problem is that I have a back problem, and that back problem has allowed their words sometimes to take somewhat a little bit of effect on me. You see what I mean? Like I said, they got to work in indirect ways. So they, in order to do what they do, they got to either speak I want Julio not to think about above certain levels, and they'll match it with the energy that they don't want me to go into. This right here, and I don't want him to think about this or that, or I want him to forget about, and they'll speak things like that to try to make it come true. You see what I mean? Anyways, I explained it already. The truth is God. God is the truth. I'm the messenger of truth, the real one. Jesus is the fake one because he never comes. He's the one that, you got to rely on Holy Spirits and all this bullshit that you're not really certain about. And it may feel good, but it's not the real deal. I'm right here in physical form. I'm the real messenger of truth, believe it or not. And I know it. So keep watching my videos. Now you know the real truth.